Yes, people, everyone, welcome back to Arsenal Previews, a show where we preview every single Arsenal game. Today is Arsenal versus Burnley in the Premier League. It's been about 3 weeks since I previewed an Arsenal game. In fact, the last Arsenal game in the Premier League I previewed was versus Man City on New Year's Day. 3 weeks since then. But since we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, this is about the only competition I can preview now. Either way, if you're new around this show, this is where we preview every single Arsenal game. I give the TV channel, team news, predicted lineup and predicted score, as well as any other info needed. So if you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal content, if you enjoy football content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. Starting with the Premier League table, of course, I'm filming this in the middle of Man City versus Southampton, and Man City actually losing, so I can't believe that. Either way, because of COVID, lots of teams have missed games, so the Premier League table's a bit jumbled. Lots of teams have games in hand, some teams are ahead, some teams are behind. Either way, Arsenal sit in 7th with 20 games played and on 35 points. If we happen to win against Burnley on the weekend, we will leapfrog West Ham and Manchester United and Tottenham to temporarily move into 4th place. Of course, that is dependent on Tottenham's score afterwards, as they will play Chelsea, so not a straightforward result for them. But either way, we'll leap into the top 4 provided we beat Burnley. Burnley themselves, they are sitting rock bottom, 1 win in 17 games. They missed a host of games due to COVID and have still got people out. I mean, either way, they're going to need a win from somewhere because teams are starting to pull away a little bit. They're 3 points at the bottom. The next closest team is Watford on 14, so Sean Dyche just got to get his troops together and get some results. Heading into the team news now, starting with Arsenal. I mean, the number one thing is who we're going to play in midfield. Xhaka got a red card against Liverpool. He can't play. This will be his second game he's missing and his final game he's missing. Partey then got a red card in the second leg, so he's going to miss this game. I mean, the only midfielder we've got to play is Lokonga unless Charlie Patino gets a run in the side. El Nenny's out at the Africa Cup of Nations. Pepe's at the Africa Cup of Nations. Aubameyang came back and he actually came back due to heart problems. It's since come out that he's completely healthy. With that being said, I don't expect him to play anyway. I think there's something behind the scenes with Aubameyang still, and I do believe he will be out the door or not play for the near future at least. And then there's also injuries to Callum Chambers, Cedric Suarez and Bernd Leno. In terms of Burnley, well, they've already got a small squad and it's been absolutely depleted. Burnley's COVID-19 cluster will impact their lineup this weekend as the headline, as Joenberg, Goodmanson, Nathan Collins, Dwight McNeil, Charlie Taylor, Eric Peters and Matej Vydra are believed to be among the players infected, so quite a few there. Connor Roberts, Ashley Barnes are also set to miss, and their number one player Maxwell Cornet is on AFCON duty, so that's a big boost for us because Cornet has been amazing for them. He came as a left back from Lyon, or I think it was Lyon anyway, and now he's playing like striker left wing and he's doing absolutely unbelievable. So it's good news for us that he's missing this game because he would be an outlet for them. Let's get into the Arsenal predicted lineup now. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. He was disappointing actually on Thursday against Liverpool. He was one of a few players that just didn't really perform as they normally would. To be like, he's been playing so well this season. The first goal he was poor. His momentum was to the left when the ball went on the right. I know Jota scuffed it, but still it went in the centre of the net. He really should save that. Either way, he should remain here, especially with the fact that Bernd Leno is out injured. Right back, Tomiyasu also did not have a great game on Thursday either. One of his worst games at the club. But I'm not going to slate him because he's had such a good time at Arsenal so far, and he was clearly rushed back a little bit. Either way, I have full faith in him that he'll come back firing in this game. Centre-backs, right centre-back Benjamin White, of course. Left centre-back Gabriel, we don't need to change that. We can keep them there, our 2 starting centre-backs. Left-back Kieran Tierney, he was one of our better players on Thursday, but just wasn't enough. He has the stamina to keep running up and down the pitch, but there just wasn't an outlet. And you can tell when we cross the ball, we haven't got that target man up front. Like Lacazette, don't get me wrong, he's a target man, but he's not tall enough to win so many headers and win against someone like Van Dijk or something. So we really should target a striker like Dusan Vlahovic. In terms of centre mids, I'm going to play one holding midfielder, and I'll be Albert Sambi Lokonga, the only centre midfielder we have. I'm just happy we're playing a team like Burnley because I don't know how we'd survive someone else. I'm going to count my chickens before they lay their eggs, but we could be playing a harder team than Burnley. Either way, it's still going to be tough. Albert Sambi Lokonga is going to be in for a dogfight against Burnley. He's got to be able to hold his own. I'm going to play 2 centre mids ahead of Lokonga. The first one will be Emil Smith-Rowe. He also looked poor against Liverpool. It seemed he was rushed back as well. Hopefully these extra 2-3 days of rest can get them back firing because we're going to need him to unlock a door, especially against Burnley. And then the others, Cam, Martin Odegaard. He has some time away from the team, and since he's been back in, he was on fire, scoring a few goals. He's died down a little bit since then, but you can tell he's a great player. When he gets on the ball, he makes something happen, and he's still young. People forget how young Martin Odegaard is, just because he's been at Sociedad, Real Madrid, etc. He's still very young. He burst into the scene at a very young age, and he still has a lot of room to grow. But what I'm seeing from Odegaard, I'm excited for. Right wing Bukayo Saka, it's got to be, man. He's the best player at our football club. I mean, Liverpool just completely snuffed him out. Whenever he got the ball, they just double teamed and triple teamed him. He could not get anywhere. I'm hoping that Burnley don't do the same. But if they do the same, he just needs to release the ball quicker to someone like Smith Rowe, Odegaard. Because, look, it's simple maths. If they're double teaming Saka, that means another player on the pitch is going to be free. So we have to make sure we move the ball quickly. Left wing, Gabriel Martinelli, one of my favourite players to watch at the club. He's just so explosive, reminds me a lot of Alexis Sanchez. There's no reason he shouldn't start this game as well. And then striker, Alex Lacazette, about the only option we have, because for me, Eddie Nketiah isn't ready, and Balogun's gone on loan, and Aubameyang, to be fair, I don't see him starting another game for Arsenal in the Premier League or in any competition, to be fair, considering Arteta he's fallen out with Arteta clearly, so it's going to have to be Lacazette. It's the same lineup that played against Liverpool. To be fair, we started that Liverpool game well. Once we conceded, it went a bit pear-shaped, but we did start the game fairly decent, so I'm hoping that we can come out and beat Burnley here, because this will be one of the better games we can play this weekend. So now getting into my score prediction for this one, I'm going to go for an Arsenal, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal victory. I think it will be cagey, but once we get our first goal, I'm hoping we can kick on from there and finish off the game and win comfortably. In terms of the game itself, I'm ending on where it's being played. It's being played this Sunday, the 23rd of January, 2 p.m. kickoff. It is not being shown live on Sky Sports or BT Sport. It is not being shown live at all in England. So you're going to have to find a stream from elsewhere, unfortunately. But if you're abroad, of course, you should be able to watch it on your local TV provider. It's just a bit of a shame that even though it's on a Sunday, we can't watch the Arsenal game unless we basically watch a stream online. It isn't fair, but I've had my viewpoint and said my viewpoint on that for a while now. It's not going to change, at least in the near future, unless someone like Amazon Prime buys the Premier League and buys all the games permanently. I can't see it changing. Either way, we'll find a way to watch the game as we always do and hope for an Arsenal victory. Leave your thoughts ahead of the game in the comment section down below. If you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal content, if you enjoy football content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. I've been White Football and I'll catch you guys in the next video.